Here you go, then. Your question. Which word, usually applied to human constructions, is an alternative term for the vent of a volcano? Chimney, smokestack, or manhole?
OK, I have been up a few volcanoes whilst I was travelling. I didn't really pay that much attention to the guide, sadly. So I'm going to go for the old female intuition and go with chimney. Chimney. Certainly a human construction, and it is the alternative term for the vent of a volcano. Chimney is correct. Well done. OK, Kevin, which scientist and engineer is credited with having produced the first designs for a parachute? Galileo Galilei, Leonardo da Vinci, or Benjamin Franklin?
I went to an exhibition recently which had some little working models of his ideas, and it was Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci? Scientist and engineer. Did a bit of painting as well, I guess. It's the right answer, yes, Leonardo da Vinci, designed for a parachute. OK, over to you then, Sally, for your second question. A kittiwake is what sort of bird? A lark, an owl, or a gull?
OK, I don't know is the answer. However, growing up in the southwest, we have a lot of gulls. I'm not sure I've ever heard of anyone refer to a kittiwake before. Gonna go with a lark.
Because you used to get up to the sounds of them?
Yes.
Well, it was as you were growing up. You might have heard them. They're gulls. Kittiwakes are gulls. OK, nothing there. Let's see what Kevin does with his second question. Which bear found in Southeast Asian forests is the smallest of all bear species? The sun bear, the spectacled bear, or the sloth bear?
I'm not entirely sure on this, but before the answers came up, I thought spectacled bear. So, yeah, I'm going with spectacled bear.
OK. Smallest of all the bear species is the sun bear, Kevin. The sun bear. Well, what a pity you didn't get that kittiwake, Sally. You'd be now facing one question to knock him out and ruin his 100% record in science, but it stays all square, still every chance. That may well happen. Let's see if you can get this then, Sally. What is the name of the celebrated physics laboratory at Cambridge where the electron, the neutron, and the structure of DNA were all discovered? Is it Clarendon, Chadwick, or Cavendish?
I'm not sure, and you know I knew the sun bear one as well.
Oh, no.
I honestly don't know. Cavendish is a name that rings a bell, but not... I don't know why. I'm gonna go... I think Chadwick... Clarendon, I'm gonna say.
OK, Clarendon. I thought you were going to say Cavendish. You changed your mind. It's Cavendish. You changed your mind. Oh, I thought I was going to say you were getting luckier with your guesses, having got kittiwake wrong. But who knows? Kevin might get this wrong and take us to sudden death. But to win it, Kevin, keratoplasty is surgery carried out on which part of the human body? The kneecap, the cornea, or adenoids?
I believe that's the cornea, Dermot.
He doesn't get too many wrong. It's the right answer, Kevin. You are through to the final round. Only just. Bit of a chance there for Sally, but not able to capitalise on it. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, 3 faces for radio now will be missing from the final round. The Eggheads haven't lost any of their brains yet. And the last chance to knock one out. And I think you've been waiting for this category. It is entertainment. And Dave or Martin play it.
It'll be Dave.
David.
Gonna be you, Dave, OK.
I'll go for it.
And Judith or Chris await you.
I remember watching Judith win her money, so I don't want to see her win again. Chris. I'll go for Chris.
Okay,
4 in a row.
Oh, just reminding you, yes, he's won 4 in a row in this category.
Oh.
OK, let's have you both into the question room then, please. OK, Dave, off we go then. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
OK, this is your question then, Dave. Good luck. Which actress won her 2nd Academy Award for her role in the 1982 film Sophie's Choice? Maggie Smith, Kathleen Turner, or Meryl Streep?
I have seen this film, but it was a long time ago. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Meryl Streep. am torn between Kathleen Turner and Maggie Smith because I think they're kind of both quite similar in some of the work they've done. My gut instinct is Maggie Smith.
OK, Sophie's choice. The actress who won an Oscar for her role in it is Meryl Streep, Dave. Meryl Streep. OK, well, nothing there. Chance for Chris to go into the lead on his first question. Chris, on which of Madonna's concert tours did she first wear the notorious Jean-Paul Gaultier conical bra? Blonde Ambition, Who's That Girl, or Drowned World?
Well, contrary to popular supposition, she's not my ideal woman.
She'd be disappointed to hear that, Chris.
Well, that's tough. It must be Blonde Ambition. Yeah, so she was going through a blonde bimbo phase at the time.
Which is what first attracted you to her, of course. Madonna's... The tour on which Madonna wore the Jean-Paul Gaultier conical bra for the first time is Blonde Ambition. It's the right answer, Chris. You worked it out. OK, Dave, got to get you off the mark. Here's your second question. What name is given to the technique of shooting a film in the morning or afternoon, but in such a way as to make it look as if it had been done after sunset? Is the technique called dark for light, day for night, or black for white?
OK, I didn't do any kind of visual media stuff when I was at college, so a black for white doesn't sound right. So I think the other two are pretty much saying the same thing, really, aren't they? I think I'm going to go for day for night. Although I'm not entirely sure.
OK. You think about it, that is the most logical one. It's the right answer, yes, day for night. Well done. OK, got to hope Chris slips up. Chris, who starred as Special Agent Dale Cooper in the 1990s US TV series Twin Peaks? John Corbett, Chris Noth, or Kyle MacLachlan? You're grinning.
Damn fine coffee and hot. It was Kyle MacLachlan.
You watched it, I take it?
I sort of lost the plot about halfway through. I think everybody else did, but I did watch it quite a bit, yeah.
Lost the plot, story of your life. Kyle MacLachlan is the right answer, yes. Dale Cooper in Twin Peaks. So, means, Dave, as you know, you've got to get this and also hope that Chris fails with his third question. Dave, what was the surname of the singer known as Mama Cass in the 1960s group The Mamas and the Papas? Elliot, Endel, or Eccles? Do you play any of the music in the weekends, Dave? Nice mellow music?
I do, but not that sort of mellow, because otherwise everybody would fall asleep during the show, and I don't really want that. Now, I remember a Mama Cass song being used in a really, really good film called Beautiful Thing. But I don't know much about Mama Cass, unfortunately. Elliot sounds as though it doesn't sound right, because, I mean, she wasn't British, I don't think. So Elliot doesn't seem to fit right for me. I'm going to go for Eccles.
OK, Eccles. Sounds a bit British as well, doesn't it, with the Eccles cakes and connotations like that? You've gone for it. It's Elliot. It is Mama Cass Elliot of the Mamas and the Papas, which means we end the head-to-head here. You've got 2 wrong. Chris has got 2 right. And what a 5-game winning streak now in entertainment, Chris. OK, let's have you both back in the studio, please. Well, this is what we've been playing towards. It's time now for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So, Sally, Dave, Tom and Nicola, all from Faces for Radio, would you leave the studio, please? So, Martin, you're playing to win Faces for Radio £1,000. Eggheads, you're playing for something which money can't buy. The Eggheads' reputation needs a bit of a buff-up. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge and you are allowed to confer. Martin, the question is your 1 brain better than the Eggheads' 5? And Martin, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first, please.
OK, off we go then, Martin, and good luck. General knowledge, as I said, this is your question. What is the capital of Vietnam? Phnom Penh, Colombo or Hanoi? What is the capital of Vietnam?
I've watched a few Vietnam movies in my time.
And I don't recall hearing Colombo mentioned. Hanoi, I recall. But I think the one that seems to stick in my mind the most would be Phnom Penh. Yeah, I'll go for Phnom Penh, please.
Okay, Phnom Penh is next door. Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam, which you'd heard. I think you talked yourself out of that
I
one,
did,
Martin.
didn't I?
You really did. Okay, well, maybe that's down to the head-to-heads, not having anyone there to confer with, anyone there to consult with. But Hanoi is the correct answer to that. So, Egghead, your question. For what does the abbreviation WC usually stand? Water cubicle, water cabinet, or water closet? For what does the abbreviation WC usually stand?
We think it's water closet.
It's the right answer, Egghead. Yes, WC, water closet. OK, Martin, let's get you started then. Okay. Margrave of the Marshes is the title of the posthumously published autobiography of which disc jockey? John Peel, Kenny Everett, or Alan Freeman?
I should know this, shouldn't I, really? Kenny Everett I adored, and I don't recall reading an autobiography of his titled that. I think I'm going to go for John Peel.
OK, Margrave of the Marshes. John Peel is correct. That's better, Martin. Well done. You did really have to get that, didn't you, given your line of business? OK, Eggheads, your second question. The line, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, was written by which author? H.G. Wells, Oscar Wilde, or George Orwell? The line, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, was written by which author?
George Orwell, in Animal Farm.
George Orwell in Animal Farm. It's the right answer, Eggheads, which means, Martin, got to get this to cling on. OK, here you go. Good luck. What is the horticultural name of the long-flowering daisy commonly called black-eyed Susan that has yellow petals and a chocolate-coloured centre? Is it Euphorbia, Rudbeckia, or Aquilegia? What is the horticultural name of the long-flowering daisy commonly called black-eyed Susan that has yellow petals and a chocolate-coloured centre?
OK. It sounds to me as though, with it being yellow, it would stand out quite a lot. It would be quite a bright plant. So, was it
Euphorbia.
Euphorbia. That sounds quite jubilant to me, and I'm going to go with that one.
OK, Euphorbia, Rudbeckia, or Aquilegia. Black-eyed Susan is Rudbeckia. It's incorrect, Martin, which means, Eggheads, you've won.
Well done.
Bad luck, Martin. It's always going to be very difficult when the head-to-heads have gone that way. But a gallant performance in the question room from many of you there. But it wasn't to be. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them. They reign supreme over Quizland once again. I'm afraid you won't be going home with £1,000, which means the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, congratulations. Who will beat you? Join us next time to see if the new challengers have the brain